Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you a brand new Black Ops 3 video. Today it's going to be how to pack a punch in Black Ops 3 Shadows of Evil. It's not exactly easy, so I figured I would, make a guide helping people out because it is pretty tough. So, yeah, we're going to hop right into it here. The first step you have to do is you have to go over to this little altar that's glowing purple, and you have to enter the beast, and you come over here and you smack this box that's right in front of you, and then you can come around here and smack this door open and turn the quick revive perk on. The quick revive and the door aren't necessary, but they are helpful, and when you smack open the box, it will open up the ritual key, so you pick that up, and then that's all you need for this step. Just make sure you pick it up. It'll be floating right where that box is, so just make sure you pick that up. The next step is you're going to go outside and you're going to open the first door, come all the way over here right next to the Footlight District, and you're going to enter the beast here as well next to this new altar. You only get one beast per round, but what you're going to do is you can turn that perk on there if you want, but you need to hit the electrical box on the crane right there, and then you have to grapple up onto the fire escape where the Shadow Man was at the beginning of the round. You're going to run through this little ritual room, run all the way straight past this building to the right, and go down the staircase in the back, and you're going to electrocute this box, which will open up the stairs. So I did that very quickly. So I'm going to take a chance right here to slow it down for you guys. As you guys can see, I come up to the crane, shoot the electrical box, which is right on the left side there, run over here, grapple right on top of the fire escape that is in the spawn. And then you kind of have to do this quick because you are timed when you're in this beast mode. You run through this ritual room, and you run, I turn to the left here, but what you're supposed to do is you just run straight to the right of this little tiny room on top of the building, go straight down the staircase, and hit the electrical box, which will open up the stairs, which you need to access the first ritual. And in order to access the Pack-a-Punch, what you have to do is complete all 4 rituals. And it seems like kind of a lot just to open the Pack-a-Punch for a map, but I guess that kind of adds to the map's challenging features. So what you have to do now is after you hit the electrical box on the crane, it will drop a box right there, which will open up and show the lawyer's pen. You pick up the lawyer's pen, which is the first item you need to do the first ritual, which is the one that you just opened up. When you pick up the pen, 2 witches will spawn. Just go ahead and kill them. Don't worry about them. Then you run up the stairs, which you had previously just unlocked when you were in the beast mode. Run upstairs, and you're going to activate this ritual. You place down the lawyer's pen, and then you place down the ritual key. A whole bunch of witches will spawn. Really, all you have to do this is you don't have to kill the witches at all. You can just run around and wait for the ritual to stop. You don't have to shoot them. And if you're playing with multiple people like I was, I advise you to just have one person in the room at a time, so they have plenty of room, plenty of space to, just kind of run around in circles. When there's 2 people in here, it's a little more cluttered, and also you can run into each other, and it's just a lot harder. So if you're playing with multiple people, I definitely suggest you send one person into the ritual room at a time, just so you guys can make it easier on you. And you don't have to kill the witches, like I said. All you have to do is just run around. When you see a white flash, that means the ritual is complete and the sacrifice is complete, and the worm that will drop right there, you pick that up because that is what you need to access the Pack-a-Punch room. After that, you're going to head over to the Canal District right here. You're going to open up this gate, and right on your left there's going to be another little altar for you to enter the beast. You're going to need to do that, and like I said, you only get one of these per round, so if you don't have it, just start the next round, and you'll be able to access it. What you do is you run down inside of the canal, you smack this grate to break open that box, you smack open that door, which will open the rift, and then I ran the wrong way, but you run down this pathway and you enter this little rift type thing, and you electrocute the box, which will open the gate to the box. As you guys can see there, now the gate is open to the box. And that will open up the police officer's badge. Now what you have to do is go pick that up because you need that to start the second out of the 4 rituals. As you guys can see right there, you just come over, you pick it up, and that is it. Two more witches will spawn, but just kill them, and that's the next step. Next, you have to enter the beast mode to go up into the lounge right here. As you guys can see, the rabbit lounge. You just enter the beast, look straight up, and there's a little grappling point for you there that you just jump up there, and then you run all the way downstairs, all the way to the bottom floor. That's the ritual room right there. Just skip that, go straight downstairs, and hit the electrical box with the shocking ability that you have in the beast, and that will open up the stairs, which will allow you to enter the building and complete the second ritual. As you guys can see here, we are about to start the next ritual. Once again, you don't need your whole team in here. You just need one person. You don't need to shoot them, but obviously if you do get cornered, you can. Like right here, we were getting my friend was getting a little close to dying, so, he just kills a couple of them just to make room for himself. And, as you guys can see there, it won't let you leave the area. In this room, you can go upstairs, but you cannot go downstairs. And then you just run around, train a little bit, stay alive, keep alive, and then once the ritual is complete, it will drop down another worm, which you will pick up. And if you are playing with if you're not playing solo, if you're playing with less than 4 people, you don't have to worry about picking up the worm, because it will, as long as you do the ritual, it will count. And every 2 rituals you complete, Moggy will spawn, the Mogwai. So on the second ritual and the 4th and final ritual, a Mogwai will spawn, but just kill him and he's not a problem. Next, you have to go down to the docks, enter the beast, grapple up onto this little ledge right here, and smack off this little box. As you guys can see right there, this will drop another ritual piece that you need. And then from there, you run all the way straight down to the boxer's gym, which is at the end of the docks, and you smack open the door, because that is where the next ritual is going to be held. After that, all you have to do is go and pick up the ritual item that was dropped right here. It's right below you, right under the steps where you entered the beast. Right there, as you guys can see, it's the champion's belt. So this is for the boxer, this is for Floyd. And each different ritual pertains to each different character. You have a ritual for Nero, a ritual for Jack Vincent, for Floyd, and for Jessica. And it's the same story here, guys. Just run around in circles. You don't have to kill anything. You just make sure you stay alive and are alive long enough to complete the ritual. And I'm pretty sure with each ritual you complete, the next one, it lasts longer. And it gets to the point where some of them just feel like they're taking forever. So I just fast forwarded them. And like I said, if you're not playing with 4 people, it's not going to allow you to pick up the worm because you already have one. You don't worry about that. You can come back. You can come back and pick up the worm later. It is not that big of a deal. You don't need to hold on to it. As long as you complete the ritual, you can enter the Pack-a-Punch room, and you can come back and pick up the worm later. The next step is you have to go into the Footlight District, which is right where you basically spawn. You come in here. You run through this pathway, and you enter, I guess I'm going to call this like Morgue City Times Square, because it looks a lot like Times Square where all these cars are. You enter the beast right here. You can jump up on top of the Black Lace Burlesque, grapple up there. As soon as you do, turn around, shock this box, grapple over to the other side on the left, grapple onto this building, run down the stairs, and you can turn on the perk here if you want, but if you do not have time, don't, because your priority here is to jump over this box onto this ledge and knock off that box, which will drop down a toupee, which is the piece that you need to do the next ritual, which I do believe is Jessica's ritual, and it is the 4th and final ritual. It doesn't matter which order you do these in. You can do them in any order. Each ritual has a different character, and they don't matter. It doesn't matter which order you do these rituals in. And as you can see here, you just, after you hit that electrical box, the doors to the Black Lace Burlesque will open up. You run inside, and you place down the toupee, and you place down the spiritual key, and the final ritual will start. The shit kind of hit the fan here with me and my friend. We were playing, and I accidentally started the ritual before he got out of the room. So we kind of almost screwed ourselves, but if something like this happens, the simplest thing is to just make sure you stay together, train going in the same direction, don't go counterclockwise with each other. That'll just really screw you up. And we accidentally started the round because I kind of got cornered, but luckily enough for us, it was the little flying bats round. And since that was the 4th and final ritual, another Mogwai will spawn. But since you are on a low level, since we were, it's pretty easy to take care of him. The next thing you have to do is go open the rift, which was, one of the first things you opened down in the canal district. Open the rift, hop on inside, and as soon as you enter the rift, to the left side of you, there's going to be a door that you can open. There's going to be a couple witches that spawn, but just take them out. They're nothing hard. I think there's only like 3 or 4. And as you guys can see, there's a door with 5 symbols on it, one for each spirit, or one for each ritual, and then one just showing that you completed all of them. And then there's the Shadow Man right there, right at the middle altar. And this is where the worms come into play, because you have to put a worm at each altar. Really simple, but this is like what I said before. Don't worry about if you can't carry each worm, because you're only allowed to carry one at a time. So after you complete each ritual, a worm will float. It'll sit there and be floating. If you're playing with less than 4 people, all you have to do is go back and pick it up after you place the worm that you have, and then just run back through the rift and wall run across over to the other side, and then place your worms in the 2 other altars that are on the opposite side. And as you do this, the room will form. And then at first, when me and my friend did this, I thought this was the final step. It'd be done after this. But I was actually wrong. It is not the final step. This is the second to last step. The final step is you run back over to the other side, and you place the final spiritual key on an altar that's right at the beginning where the Shadow Man was, and then some epic music will start playing, and a whole bunch of witches will spawn in. But this ritual is the same as any other ritual. Just run around. You don't have to shoot the witches. Just wall run around, train. Really easy. And once you get complete, you guys you see the Shadow Man right there, and you see him holding the spiritual key. And this pertains to the Easter egg, because he basically says, he just screwed you over, because he's not really the Shadow Man. He is actually with the bad guys, and you guys can see there, he turned to tentacle face really quick. So Shadow Man's not a good guy. As you guys can see here, the blue portal has opened up, and now we are able to Pack-a-Punch right here. I'm going to Pack-a-Punch the Haymaker and turn it into the Shoe Shining. And Mogwai, good old Moggy, comes and almost screws me up. He didn't want me to get my Pack-a-Punch weapon, but in the end, I got it. So that is how you Pack-a-Punch, guys. All you have to do is complete all 4 rituals. And then after that, complete the final ritual in the Pack-a-Punch room. I hope this helped you guys out. I know it's pretty tough, and they made it really tough, and I think that's a big part of why this map is so tough to play, because they made it so hard just to Pack-a-Punch. You have to complete all 4 rituals, and then the final ritual inside the Pack-a-Punch room. So if this video helped you guys out, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more Black Ops 3 and Fallout 4 stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed and are having a good day, and I'll see you later.